These are some of the most important things you have to know before you buy an iDevice, or if you already have an iDevice. These are some of the things you need to pay a critical attention to, because these are the serious aspects of your iDevices. Your health is very important. So you need to be very careful when using these devices. Don't rely too much on technology. You shouldn't always look at the good side of it. Sometimes you also have to pay attention to the bad side of it as well, so you get the overall understanding of the device you are using. Today, I want us to look at the iPhone, our iDevices, some of the downsides that it carries. So while iPhones are highly popular and praised for their design and performance, there are several criticisms and downsides associated with them. The very first one is the high price. iPhones are generally more expensive than many competing smartphones, making them less accessible to budget-conscious consumers. Number two, limited customization. iOS, the operating system used by iPhones, is known for its stability and user-friendliness, but offers less customizations compared to Android. Users cannot change default apps or extensively modify the interface. The third, proprietary ecosystem. Apple's ecosystem is tightly controlled, which can be a downside for those who prefer more openness. For instance, file transfers between iPhones and non-Apple devices can be cumbersome. 4. Lack of expandable storage. iPhones do not support micro SD cards, limiting users to the internal storage capacity they initially purchased. Number 5. Battery life. While battery life has improved over the years, it still may not match some of the leading Android competitors, especially in older iPhone models. Number 6. No headphone jack. Since the iPhone 7, Apple removed the headphone jack, which can be inconvenient for users who prefer wired headphones. Number 7. Repairability. iPhones are often criticized for being difficult and expensive to repair. Components like the battery and screen are not easily replaceable without professional help. Number 8. Proprietary cables and accessories. Apple uses its proprietary Lightning ports for charging and data transfer, which can be less convenient compared to the more universally adapted USB Type-C standard. Well, we are glad the iPhone 15 lineup has the Type-C as their standard charging port. So that is a win over there. Number 9, iCloud storage limitations. While iCloud offers seamless backup and syncing, the free storage limit is only 5 gig, which is often insufficient, pushing users towards paid plans. Number 10, software lock-in. Users who invest heavily in the Apple ecosystems, for example, the apps, services, etc., might find it challenging to switch to other platforms without losing some of their investments and data. These points highlight some of the drawbacks associated with iPhones, which can influence the decision-making process for potential buyers. And we move on to some of the health implementations when you're using a smart device. You have to be very careful. You have to be very critical in your thinking, in your decision making. You have to know when it comes to health wise, you have to be very, very vigilant. Know everything about the device you are using, the health implications it has on you as a human. So the following is some of the health implementations or implications it has on your life. So first of all, let's go to the Apple Health app. The Health app serves as a central hub for health and fitness data collected from the iPhone, Apple Watch, and third-party apps and devices. Key features include: number 1, health data aggregation. It collects data from various sources like the Apple Watch, fitness trackers, smart skills, and health monitoring devices. These data include steps taken, distance traveled, calories burned, and more. Number two, health records. Users can store and access their medical records, including lab results, immunizations, and medication, provided their healthcare provider support the feature. This aims to provide a more holistic view of their health history. Number three, trends and insights. The app offers insights and trends over time, helping users understand changes in their health metrics, such as activity levels or heart rate variations. Number four, mindfulness and sleep tracking. It integrates with mindfulness app to track meditation sessions and includes sleep analysis to help users understand their sleep patterns and improve their sleep hygiene. These are some of the Apple Watch integrations. The Apple Watch significantly enhances health monitoring with features like number one, health rate monitoring. Continuous heart rate tracking helps users monitor their resting and active heart rates. The watch can also alert users to unusual heart rates. Number two, the Apple Watch Series 4 and later can perform electrocardiograms (ECG) to detect irregular heart rhythms and measure blood oxygen level, providing critical data for heart health. Number three, fall detection. The watch can detect falls and automatically alert emergency services if the user does not respond to a prompt within a certain time frame. Number four, activity tracking. It tracks various forms of physical activities, encouraging users to meet their daily movement goals through the activity rings system. Move exercise and stand. Number five, workout tracking. Supports a wide range of workout types, providing detailed metrics for each session, such as calorie burn, duration, and heart rates. And let's move to health sharing. With iOS 15, Apple introduced health sharing, allowing users to share their health data with family members or caregivers, offering a way to monitor and support each other's health. Privacy and security. Apple emphasizes privacy in its health features, ensuring that the health data is encrypted and only accessible to the user. Data stored on devices or in iCloud is encrypted, and users have control over what data is shared with third party apps. Research and clinical trials. Apple Research Kits and Care Kits frameworks enable developers and research to create apps that support medical research and patient care. These frameworks help gather data for studies and manage patient care more efficiently. Comprehensive health metrics. In addition to fitness and heart health, iPhones and Apple Watches can track other health metrics like 1. Menstrual cycle tracking. It helps users log menstrual cycles, symptoms, and predicts periods. Hearing health. It monitors environmental sound levels and headphone audio levels to protect against hearing damage. Mobility metrics tracks metrics such as walking asymmetry, double support time, and walking speed, which can be useful for detecting early signs of mobility impairment. By integrating these features, Apple aims to provide users with powerful tools for monitoring and improving their overall health and well being, leveraging both the iPhone and Apple Watch to deliver a comprehensive health and fitness experience. These are some of the negative health implications that your iOS device has on you. While iPhone and Apple Watch health features are widely praised for their benefits, there are some potential downside and criticisms to consider. Over resilience and anxiety. That's the very first one on the top. So, number one, health anxiety. Constant access health data can lead to over-monitoring and increased anxiety about health metrics. Users may become overly concerned with minor fluctuations in data like heart rate or activity levels. Number two, false alarms. Features like fall detection or irregular health rhythms notifications can sometimes generate false alarms, causing unnecessary worrying or prompting emergency services when not needed. Let's move to privacy and concerns. The third on the list, data privacy risks. Although Apple emphasizes privacy and system collecting sensitive health data poses potential privacy risks. Unauthorized access or data breaches could expose personal health information. Fourth, third party data sharing. Health data shared with third party apps and services may not have the same stringent privacy protections, potentially exposing users to privacy risk if those third parties mishandle data. Technical limitation. The fifth, inaccuracy. Despite advanced sensors, there can be inaccuracies in the data collected. For example, wristband heart rate monitors can be less accurate than chest straps, particularly during intense exercise. Six, compatibility issues. Not all health features are available on all iPhone or Apple Watch models. Users with older devices may not have access to newer health features. Let's move to financial costs. And that is seven on the list. High cost. The advanced health features come at a premium as the latest iPhone and Apple Watches are expensive. This can make these health benefits inaccessible to those who cannot afford these devices. Let's move to usability and accessibility. Complexity, that is the eighth on the list. The abundance of health features can be overwhelming for some users, particularly those who are not tech savvy. Navigating and understanding all the metrics can be challenging. Battery drain, that is a 9 on the list. Continuous health monitoring, especially with features like constant heart rate tracking, can significantly impact battery life, requiring more frequent charging. Let's move to behavioral concerns. Number 10 on the list, neglecting professional medical advice. Easy access to health data might lead to some users to self-diagnose and self-treat, potentially neglecting professional medical advice. This can result in mismanagement of health condition. Let's move to impact on mental health. 11. Pressure to meet goals. The emphasis on meeting activities goals, example, closing the activity rings, can create undue pressure and guilt for users who are unable to meet these targets due to various reasons like health issues or busy schedules. By considering these potential downsides, users can make more informed decisions about how to integrate health technology into their lives in balanced and mindful way. And these are some of the severe health implications that your device has on you. When considering severe negative health implications of using iPhones and their health related features, the following points highlight more critical concerns. The heading, severe psychological impact. 1. Obsessive behavior. Over reliance on health tracking can lead to obsessive behavior. Users may become compulsive about tracking every metric, leading to anxiety, stress, and unhealthy fixation on data points. 2. Cyberchondria. Access to detailed health data might exacerbate cyberchondria, a condition where people excessively search online for health information and believe they have serious illness based on minor or normal bodily sensations. Another heading, physical health risk. Overuse injuries. The constant use of devices to track health metrics can lead to physical overuse injuries. For example, using the iPhone or Apple Watch excessively for fitness tracking can result in repetitive strain injuries or exacerbate conditions like carpal tunnel syndrome. Let's move on to some serious privacy and security concerns. Number 4, health data breaches. In the event of a security breach, sensitive health data could be exposed, leading to severe privacy violations. This information could be exploited for malicious purposes, such as identity theft or insurance fraud. Number 5, unauthorized surveillance. In extreme cases, health data could be misused for unauthorized surveillance by government or malicious actors, leading to severe breaches of personal freedom and privacy. Let's move to another topic. Misinterpretation and misdiagnosis. 6. False sense of security. Users might place too much trust in health metrics and delay seeking professional medical advice, leading to worsening of undiagnosed conditions. For example, relying on smartwatches' health monitoring feature without consulting a doctor could result in misdiagnosis of serious heart conditions. Number 7, inaccurate data leading to harm. Misinterpretation of health data can lead to incorrect self-diagnosis and treatment. For instance, false positives from ECG features might lead users to believe they have a heart condition, resulting in unnecessary stress and potentially harmful self-treatment practices. Let's move on to impact on mental health. Number 8, social isolation. Excessive focus on health tracking can lead to social isolation, where users prioritize tracking and meeting health goals over engaging in social activities and maintaining relationships. Number 9, mental health disorders. The pressure to constantly monitor and improve health metrics can contribute to the development of mental health disorder, such as anxiety disorder, depression, and body dysmorphic disorder. Let's move on to financial burden. Number 10, economic strain. The high cost of devices and associated accessories, coupled with potential subscription fees for advanced health monitoring features, can place a significant financial burden on users. This strain can lead to stress and financial difficulties, impacting overall well-being. Let's move on to ethical and societal implications. Number 11, health inequities. The advanced health features of iPhones and Apple Watches might exacerbate health inequities. Those who cannot afford these devices may miss out on a potential health benefit, widening the gap between different socioeconomic groups. 12, dependence on technology. A growing dependence on technology for health monitoring can undermine traditional medical practices and personal intuition, leading to a loss of essential skills and knowledge in self-care and healthcare. These severe negative health implications underscore the importance of balancing the use of health technology with professional medical advice, personal judgment, and awareness of privacy and security concerns. These are some of the most important things you have to know before you buy an iDevice, or if you already have an iDevice. These are some of the things you need to pay a critical attention to, because these are the serious aspects of your iDevices. Your health is very important. So you need to be very careful when using these devices. Don't rely too much on technology, otherwise you're going to lose sense of traditionalism. Bye-bye.